Thank you very much, Royston. Hey?
We haven't got 630 today then?
No, not quite. I think probably about 150.
There's quite a few in the bar downstairs though.
Yeah. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Live in 30 seconds. After a long and successful bank holiday weekend here on CUTV, it's time to get back to action as summer officially ends. Autumn is here. Let's hope that autumn doesn't bring sadness and defeat for the red and greens. The way that the start of the season so far, you wouldn't expect it to, but there's no point in beating the big boys if you can't beat the smaller teams. And today, Coventry United have got a job in their hands as they take on the side that upset them back in the winter of last year in Quorn AFC. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Coventry United TV, live from the beautiful Butts Park Arena in the heart of Coventry for today's Midland League Premier Division match between Coventry United and Quorn AFC. As we say, a very successful bank holiday weekend for the men's team of Coventry United. Victories over Westfield and Worcester City in the space of 2 days. A fantastic bit of playing action for the Red and Greens over the bank holiday weekend. But as we say, there is no point in beating the big teams in the league if you can't beat the ones below them. Quorn may not have had the best of starts to the season, but they are a threat. And it's crucial that the Red and Greens continue their good form to make sure that they have a realistic chance of going up this season. And well, believe me, it has been a fantastic start to the season. No defeats, no draws for the Red and Greens in the league this season, and we want you to be a part of what has been a very successful campaign so far here on CUTV. You can get your tickets for all Coventry United fixtures at the our sponsors, really. Coventry United Motorcycles and Scooters, they sponsor our highlights, so you can check out the highlights after each game. You will see our little video dedicated to Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters, and also Mr. Roy Eden, who owns the company, is our very special guest here. He's got the microphone. He's going to be geeing up the crowd before and during the match, like he did against Worcester. He did so well. We've invited him back, but we're not paying him, though. Not yet, anyway. But you can get tickets for all Coventry United matches at Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters on Walsgrave Road or at the Gatehouse Tavern in Coventry City Centre. Believe me, this is a season you do not want to miss. And here on CUTV, we really do make the unmissable unmissable. But as we said, it's not been the best of starts for Quorn, but they are going to be a threat. Quorn are yet to win a league match this season. They've lost 4 and drawn 1 of their opening 5 fixtures, leaving them in 20th place in the league table. Of course, it's early days yet. Now, although their start of the season has been poor, they have found no difficulty in finding the net. They've scored 8 times this season, more than any other side in the bottom half of the table. James Hicks is Quorn's big danger man, but he's on the bench today. He scored 5 goals in the last 7 League and Cup matches, so watch out for him if he does come on. If they're losing a hard time, I expect him to come on early on in the second half. Doug Keast is the manager of Quorn. He's in his 3rd spell with the side at the previous stints between 2002 and 2006 and 2009 and 2011. Quorn is based in Leicestershire, just outside Loughborough. The club was founded in 1924 by attendees of the local Wesleyan Chapel and accordingly was named Quorn Methodists FC before changing its name to Quorn AFC in 1952. And there are a couple of noticeable ex-Quorn players, including former Premier League favourite Luke Varney and ex-Coventry City and England striker Dion Dublin. So, as we say, Quorn are going to be a tough task for Coventry United, but the way they've started this season, you would not bet against the Red and Greens. A fantastic day last Monday, the Bank Holiday Monday for Coventry United, as they absolutely annihilated a Worcester City side, which many people said had no chance of being beaten in this league. United are, as we say, unbeaten. They haven't drawn, they've won all of their fixtures so far, and they won for the first time at the Butts Park Arena last Monday. Let's hope that the Red and Green girls of Coventry United ladies can follow suit. They haven't won at the Butts Park Arena yet, but they are in action tomorrow as Coventry United ladies host Haringey Women in the FA Women's Premier League Cup. That's a 2 p.m. kickoff at the Butts Park Arena. You can catch live coverage of that match here on CUTV from 1:40 p.m. And also, we've got to say a big shout out to our junior side, Coventry United under 21s. They beat Leicester Nirvana 5-3 today. Palmer with a hat-trick, and goals with Ludford and Ballou capping off a great display. But enough about the other teams. Let's get right down to the nitty-gritty here at the Butts Park Arena. Live coverage of Coventry United versus Quorn, and here is your team news. For Coventry United, number 1, Rich Morris. Number 2, Jeff Woodward. Number 3, Lewis Hudson. Number 4, Gift Musa. Number 5, Kyle Barnett. Number 6, Jamie Coleman. Number 7, Lewis Rankin. Number 8, Chris Cox, your red and green skipper. Number 9, Mitch Piggin. Number 10, Craig Reed. And number 11 is Josh O'Grady. On the bench for the Red and Greens, 12, Rob Prinzel. 14, Tommy Glasgow. 15, Aaron Wint. 16, Aaron Opoku. And 17, Dominic Aleni. For Quorn today, number 1, Ryan Thacker. Number 2, Rob Mulonga. Number 3, Nick Gould. Number 4, Jake Dodds. Number 5, Simon Olcott. Number 6, the captain, Niall Mailer. Number 7, Callum Thompson. 8 is Nathan Dale. Number 9, Dominic Brennan. 10, Suleiman Nasser. And number 11, Cosmas Matwasa. And on the bench for Quorn today, number 12, Matt Dawson. 14, James Hicks. Number 15, Tawanda Mangundoza. Number 16, Ryan Evans. Now, if you're thinking, Quorn, isn't that place that does the veggie sausages? You would be right. That company is based in Quorn in Leicestershire. That's where they got their name from. Well, all I can say to that is, man can't live by chips alone. You won't get no vegans around here, I tell you. We're not Forest Green, but we are the Red and Greens. And you can see now, if you're here at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United making their way onto the turf. Here at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United versus Quorn, right here in the heart of Coventry. United in their home strip of red and green, the civic colours of the best city in the world, Coventry, and Quorn in yellow and navy blue today. Not quite the 623 fans that we had here for the Worcester match, but a number of passionate Coventry United supporters and a number from Quorn as well are packed into the Butts Park Arena. You can hear Mr. Roy Hedden on the microphone today, our new matchday MC. So thanks to our very own Roy Ellen going through the team sheets over the Tannoy system, our new matchday MC. And today's matchday referee, Harley the Critic, I believe that is. And the assistants was Christopher Ward and Kim Haffrill. So those starting line once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you did miss out on the starting lines for Coventry United: 1. Rich Morris, 2. Jeff Woodward, 3. Lewis Hudson, 4. Gift Musa, 5. Kyle Barnett, 6. Jamie Coleman, 7. Lewis Rankin, 8. Chris Cox, 9. Mitch Tappin Piggin, number 10 Craig Reed, and 11 Josh O'Grady. On the bench for the Red and Greens, number 12 Rob Prinzel, 14 Tommy Glasgow, 15 Aaron Wint, 16 is Aaron Apoku, and 17 Dominic Olaney. And for Quorn today, number 1 Ryan Thacker, 2 Rob Malonga, 3 Nick Gould, 4 Jake Dodds, 5 Simon Olcott, 6 Niall Maver, the Quorn captain, number 7 Callum Thompson, 8 Nathan Dale, 9 Dominic Brennan, 10 Suleiman Nasser, and 11 Cosmos Matwasa. And on the bench for Quorn, number 12 Matt Dawson, 14 James Hicks, 15 Tawanda Mangandoza, and 16 Ryan Evans. And a big shout out to Harry Barnes, who is listening in from work, the Coventry United coach. So I don't know who's filling in the water bottles today. I think Luke might have had to do it. It's going to be Quorn to kick things off from right to left, where we're standing at the Butts Park Arena. On paper, it should be a Coventry United victory. Quorn yet to win. Coventry yet not to win. United to win the ball back halfway into their own end, with Lewis Rankin, one of the stars of the season, sprinting forward. Pass blocked well by Jake Dodds. Referee gives a free kick anyway for handball against Lewis Rankin. Gould blasts it up line. Brennan bounces away from him, and Barnett plays it back to Rich Morris, the Coventry United shot stopper, who has got a bit of competition now. A goalkeeper signed from Highgate United yesterday. But there are no goalkeepers on the bench. Al Horse is not on the bench, neither is Brayan, the new goalkeeper from Highgate. But the man they call England's number 1, pretty confident. After a pretty good start to the season, we had a exclusive chat with Rich after the Worcester victory. You can catch that at half-time on our YouTube channel. Rankin jockeying for position, forced away from the goal, tries to spin around the Quorn man. Down line to Kyle Barnett, but the best of passes play Coventry United into a bit of danger here, and Morris, rather than blast it away, plays it short to Barnett, who this time does fire it away over the head of Reed, and picked up in the defence for Quorn. Coleman plays it back to Morris, and that's fired away. And the number 10 for Quorn, Suleiman Nasser, is actually wearing the number 19 shirt. There is no number 10 on the field, so I can only assume that's Suleiman Nasser. And there is no number 19 on the squad sheet, so I can only assume that is Nasser. As I can only assume that they've misplaced the number 10 shirt. So it's going to be difficult to pick that one up. Bats over the head of Reed on the edge of the Quorn penalty area, and shepherded back to goal by Jake Dodds. Ryan Thacker between the sticks for Quorn, volleys it clear. Barnett should get his head on that one, and does. Tries to find Cox in the centre of the park, nods it on, but Reed is offside, can't touch it, and Quorn had the ball in their own backyard, but blasts it straight into Rich Morris's territory, the Coventry United penalty area. Rather pointless forward pass, but there's a much better one from Kyle Barnett, nodded on by Piggin. Josh O'Grady tries to control, overlapped by Lewis Hudson. O'Grady tries to put it into the area, blocked well. O'Grady lays it off. Lewis Rankin, he seems to have scuffed that shot, and it's gathered easily by Thacker for Quorn. It is international weekend, but the NFL never sleeps. A full set of action in the Premier Division today, and also the EFL Leagues 1 and 2 are in action too, including our very own Sky Blues of Coventry City. They are away at Chesterfield at the ProAct Stadium. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on at the ProAct Stadium throughout the day. And also, I believe Wasps are in action against Sale, as at the Ricoh Arena. Woodward taps the ball out of play, stopping the advancing run of Rob Malonga. Thompson. Tries to put the ball into the area. It's flicked on. An opportunity now. And a shot straight into the side netting by Suleiman Nasser. A dangerous position for Coventry United. Morris getting us underway very quickly. Would have been a better option for Nasser to lay off to a team. I think the angle wasn't great. But here's Reed into the opposing penalty area. Cross blocked by Rob Malonga. Out for a corner kick to Coventry United. It can change just like that. A couple of seconds earlier, Quorn had a brilliant opportunity to open the scoring, and then about 5 seconds after the side netting was hit, United are up the other end and put it out for a corner themselves. It's going to be Lewis Rankin to take the corner kick. Seems to have taken over set-piece duties a lot more from Josh O'Grady, who was a regular set-piece taker for a number of years. But the start that Rankin's made to this Premier Division season, you can understand why he's being entrusted with the duties. Ball into the area, looking for Jeff Woodward, nodded away by Mather. It's back into the area and blocked. The strike from Josh O'Grady couldn't find its way for a sea of yellow. The counter attack fails and Barnett picks up again for Coventry United. Taken out in the process, but Musa tripped in the centre circle by Nathan Dale. A rather theatrical takedown. Musa flying through the air there as he hit the ground, but there was contact made. To be fair, it looked like Musa had been taken out by a sniper the way he fell. Free kick for Coventry United. Lewis Rankin to get us going. Ball into the air, looking for Chris Cox. Cox is offside. And it went over the bar anyway. I think he was trying to flick it back into the centre for Craig Reed, who would have been at point blank range. But not only was it offside, it went out of play. If you are listening to today's match on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button, let us know you are enjoying today's coverage, leave a comment below, subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive football content, and you can get us on Twitter at CovUnitedTV. Cross into the air, looking for Brennan, ball control from Brennan, but he's still got the ball on the right hand side of the box, options in the centre. But Barnett as well to make the challenge and find Mitch Piggin upfield. Piggin holds off the defender and switches to the right-hand side where Jeff Woodward, our CUTV man of the match from Monday, plays it down the line for Lewis Rankin. He's met by Gould, tries to block him off. Rankin still going, dodges the challenge from Callum Thompson. Across to Hudson on the left-hand side, now of O'Grady, jockeys his way past Malonga. But Malonga gets in there, the second stab, and takes the ball away. But long way travel from Lewis Rankin, he's got to win the ball back, it's over the crossbar. Not the worst ever at all from Lewis Rankin. As the Red and Greens register their first shot of the afternoon. Thacker clears. Woodward nods it forward to Piggin. Glancing ahead from Piggin, trying to find Reed, but didn't have enough on it. Thompson finds Dale. Dale, long ball down the right side. Morris comes out and meets the ball in the area. As the corner attacker Suleiman Nasser was trying to get on the end of it. Would have been in a dangerous position for Quorn. Jamie Coleman. As United get going again. Lovely long weighted ball for Craig Reed on that right hand side. He's got Piggin in the centre, lays it off. O'Grady with the cross. O'Grady towards Mitch Piggin, goes over his head, and it'll be picked up by Nick Gould on the left flank. Gould, Michelle, so the ball wasn't coming back for a while. Brennan, Natwasa, Nazar, Brennan. Quorn playing it around on the halfway line. Dale, lob pass, looking for Nasser, headed back into his own area by Jeff Woodward, and Morris has to come and claim that one. And, wow, Brennan trying to outmuscle Rich Morris there. Morris grabbing onto the ball, Brennan getting a little bit too close to Morris, And Morris just barges him out of the way, and a free kick given to Coventry United around 5 yards out of the penalty area. In fact, no, it's been taken a little bit further back now. Mitch Piggin being held by Jake Dodds. It was a little bit closer to the area than where they're putting it, but it is going to be Lewis Rankin to whip it in towards that far post. Only 3 men back for the Red and Greens, everyone else packing the area or the surrounding areas. Rankin, it's towards Woodward at the far post, heads it wide, they wouldn't have counted anyway because it's offside. Wide at the near post from Jeff Woodward. He's looking to have to do a spectacular goal that he scored on Monday. And we are going to be introducing a Coventry United TV Goal of the Season award. Sorry, Goal of the Month award. There will be a Goal of the Season award, but we are going to be initiating a Goal of the Month award. Hudson nods the goal kick forward, looking for a great. It drifts out of play. And Quorn will regroup with the ball. Blasted away by Thacker. Coleman gets his head in it. Now across to Josh O'Gray on the left-hand side, dispossessed well. And now Quorn look to make some progress with Thompson. Long pass charged down by Chris Cox. And the centre-back, Simon Alcott, gets it out of danger and puts it into United's backyard. Coleman, his clearance can only find Nathan Dale. Nasser. Thompson. Space on the right-hand side for Quorn to utilise. Malonga, headed over by Brennan, and it flashes across the goal. Brennan couldn't get the cleanest of contacts on it. You have to think that if he got more on the ball, it would have been a lot more dangerous for Rich Morris and Coventry United. But it glances wide at the far post. And for saying that Quorn are yet to win this season, they are looking pretty dangerous early on. Morris clears with the goal kick towards Piggin. Piggin's being held. Referee says no foul. Piggin does get his head on it, but only as far as Dale. Now Thompson sprints away from several United challenges. Ball down the left-hand side. No one there but Kyle Barnett. He's got plenty of time to utilise. Plays it back to Rich Morris in the Coventry United goal. Rankin beaten in the air by Thompson, but Piggin nods it on. Only as far as Mayer. There's pass towards the right-hand side, cut out easily by Lewis Hudson. Looking for the ball straight down the heart of the Quorn back line towards Craig Reed, picked out once again by Maver. Long ball forward from Quorn, met by Coleman. Now Lewis Hudson. Musa. Woodward dispossessed. In some danger here for Coventry United. Woodward puts it out of play for a Coventry United throw-in off the leg of Nick Gould. United were victorious over Quorn at the home leg in the Premier Division season last year. They did lose against Quorn by 2-1 in the away fixture in December. Musa plays it back to Rich Morris. 10 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Quorn 0 is the current score. Cox meets it in the centre circle, only as far as Thompson. Out wide to Nick Gould. Nasser. Buying chances from behind, but still able to get the ball away to Gould. Brennan on the edge of the area. Lays it off. Dale, can he get the shot away? He chips it into the air for Brennan, just a little too heavy. And once again, a little bit of a barge by Morris into Brennan. That striker's getting a little bit too close for Morris. Ball to the air for Mitch Piggin. He might get there. Oh, he nearly did. He beat the defender, but he couldn't beat Ryan Thacker to the ball. The Quorn shots over just getting his hands and body around the loose ball before tap-in could do what his nickname suggests. Thacker clears. Nasser beaten in the air, but Gould puts it down the left-hand side. Woodward switches his way past Nasser. Musa tries to find Piggin, not the best weighted of passes. And Quorn win it back. They put it out of play just inside their own half to end the immediate danger and allow them to regroup. Woodward with the throw now for Coventry United just in front of Terry Anderson's technical area. Up line to Piggin. Glancing header towards Craig Reed, but it's hooked away by Niall Maver. Woodward, throw up line, looking for Piggin. Tries to control it. Bit of a pull there by Dodds from behind. United put it forward once again. Rankin blocked off by Nathan Dale illegally, and Coventry United had the free kick. Remains 0-0 at the Butts Park Arena. Latest score from the Proax Stadium in EFL League 2. Coventry City still drawing 0-0 against Chesterfield, but there has been a score at the Ricoh Arena. Wasps lead Sale Sharks by 7 points to 0 in the opening fixture of their Aviva Premiership rugby season. Free kick for Coventry United taken by Lewis Rankin. Plenty of options on the edge of the area for the red and greens. Rankin is towards the head of Mitch Piggin, and just in time Maver gets his head on the ball and clears the danger. That went to Piggin. It would have been a very dangerous predicament for Quorn. United pick up the ball in the midfield with Cox. Can't avoid the challenge of Dale. Malonga. Dale fired away by Olcott. Looking for Nazar, but it will bounce towards Rich Morris, who meets it in the air. Nazar goes to the ground, and United can pick up the ball. Dangerous predicament for Coventry United. The ball came to Morris outside his area. He couldn't pick it up. But an unconvincing start for United so far. I'm saying how dominant they were against Worcester on Monday. But we've been saying it today. You can't rely on beating the big teams. You've got to beat the smaller ones as well. Every team is a challenge in this league. It's one of the most competitive leagues in English football. There are no easy matches in the Midland League Premier Division. Hudson, header only as far as Nathan Dale of Quorn. Looking for options on the right-hand side. Brennan battles the ball with Jamie Coleman. He's beaten Coleman and into the area now. Brennan, poor pass to Nazar. He would have put his teammate in a brilliant position to open the scoring there, but the attempt to square the ball to Nazar was poor. Allowed United to retrieve possession and clear their lines. Rankin fires it up line, looking for O'Grady, beaten by Malonga. Hudson picks up the loose ball on the left flank. O'Grady in support. The lovely ball into the air for Craig Reed. Can he get a touch on it before it goes out? No, he can't. A little too powerful. Coventry United still drawing 0-0. They are starting to come into the game, but it's been a pretty dangerous start from their opponents, Quorn, who are yet to register a league victory this season. They've lost 4 and drawn 1, but they have scored more goals than anyone else in the bottom half of the Premier Division, with 8 goals, and for a team in 20th, that's pretty impressive. Reed, I'm looking for Piggin. If Piggin went to that, he probably would have got it, but he left it, and now Quorn on the attack. Gould, looking for an option. Brennan, heavy first touch, takes him into the area. Barnett puts that one out for a corner kick to Quorn. Well, if you think Quorn are looking dangerous now, they've got their top scorer on the bench, James Hicks, has scored 5 goals in 7 league and cup fixtures. Why he's on the bench today, I'm not certain. But Brennan and Nazar look pretty dangerous. Well, Brennan especially has looked pretty dangerous. Gould's corner towards the far post. It's come to Hudson for Coventry United. And United clear their lines. Blasted upfield by Jeff Woodward. Rankin chases. He won't get there though. It bounces into Thacker's area. And you can hear the Red and Green Army backing their boys all the way. The Butts Park Arena support for Coventry United has been incredible this season. The highest league attendance of the season last week against Worcester, 623. Not quite that much today, but still a loyal fan base for the Red and Greens. Cross blocked by Lewis Hudson. And Malonga is incensed. He thought it was handball, but United have possession. Lewis Hudson plays it short to Josh O'Grady. United have got to get out of their backyard here. Hudson blocked up by Thompson and throw in to Quorn. And the referee wants a word with Rob Malonga, who is still complaining about the handball incident. He's let Malonga go. He's in fact talking to Dominic Brennan. There is going to be a throw, and Malonga has stopped complaining long enough to take the throw. Waiting for the right option. Nazar spins out of a challenge from O'Grady. Down line, Malonga, cross put in, over the head of Brennan. It come to Gould to the far post. Woodward with a challenge, making sure he didn't, but Gould now in possession, and he's forced towards the left flank and put out a play by Woodward, who appeals for a Coventry United throw, but you can see clearly from here it was a Quorn ball. Nazar, lackadaisical defending here from Coventry United, but Barnett with a challenge, up line to Piggin. Piggin can't control. And now here come Quorn once again. Gould, Matwaza. Gould again, but a good challenge by Cox, puts it out of play for another Quorn throw, halfway into United territory, not too far away from that penalty area. Gould to take it, looking for the right option, but there's not a lot of Quorn players making themselves available. Here's Nazar now for Quorn. Gould again, Nazar, and it's put out of play by Woodward off the leg of Nazar, who belatedly appeals that it was a Quorn throw-in. You can't fault his spirit, but his eyes may need some work. That was clearly a Coventry United throw. Up line to Piggin, nodded on. Cox to Reid. Reid pushing the back by Maver. Referee says no foul. But a lovely ball down the left-hand side for Josh O'Grady. Piggin's at the far post. Sells himself. It's O'Grady. He's taking too long here. He does eventually lay it up to Lewis Hudson. And met in the middle by Maver. But a poor clearance, only as far as O'Grady. Can he get the cross in this time? Well, he can, but again, he's taking a little bit too long there. It's a poor cross as it was quickly closed down. But Hudson with the ball now for United on that left flank. Musa. Piggin can't get a touch on the ball. He's won it back now from Dodds. It's Piggin all the way. Mitch Piggin blocked. And a Coventry United corner will follow. Well, United got down to the task of just putting it into the air and having a go. You saw what happened. A great opportunity for Piggin, but several opportunities to get the ball into the box. United just took too long, and eventually they were able to find Piggin, who was quickly closed down, couldn't really do an awful lot with the ball. Did get the shot away, but he was never going to get it past the defence. And now Lewis Rankin is going to take the resulting corner kick towards the far post where Piggin goes over Piggin and nodded away by Alcott, but it will be picked up on the left-hand side in towards Chris Cox, caught by Thacker. And quickly distributed, plenty of space for Gould. He's quickly closed down, however, by Gift Musa. Blasts it forward, looking for Brennan. Morris comes for it and catches the ball right on the edge of his penalty area. A little bit of a rivalry going on between Brennan and Morris. We've seen Morris just barge Brennan out of the way several times so far. And I dare say if Brennan gets within touching distance of Morris, he probably will do it again. Craig Reid lays it off for O'Grady on the edge of the area. Can he make his way into the box? No, he can't. The trailing leg of Alcott stops the ball. Now space for Nazar on the left-hand side. He's got no support, however. He's got to wait. Or will he go on his own? He's going to try and go on his own. Musa barges him to the ground, but he's still got the ball. Nazar, Musa gets the challenge in this time. And now Josh O'Grady trying to make some progress on the left-hand side. Can't get to the ball first. Alcott puts it on the right-hand side for Malonga. Malonga's cross over the crossbar. Coventry United goal kick. Not a lot of urgency from Coventry United so far. They seem pretty laid back on the attacks. Now after just under 20 minutes, it's still 0-0 at the Prague Stadium between Coventry City and Chesterfield in League 2. 20 minutes gone here as well, about 22 minutes actually. And a familiar chant for Alan Howe as he makes his way towards the concession stand, I would assume. And the long range jump from Craig Reid straight into the hands of Thacker. Score update from the Ricoh Arena. Wasps have scored another try. Christian Wade scoring for Wasps. That's their second try of the afternoon. And the conversion from Jimmy Gopo. In fact, it's their third try of the afternoon. They've scored 3 tries. It's now 21-0 to Wasps. So a great way to start their 150th league season. United in just their 5th. Brennan picks up the ball on the right-hand side of the area, lays it off for Rob Malonga. Nazar in the penalty area, can't get contact on the ball. And Morris picks it up. United just need to wake up here. Rankin. Cox, overlapped by Rankin. Cox tries to find him, but it's blocked well by Jake Dodds. Cox. Woodward. Towards the edge of the penalty area for Mitch Piggin. It's gone out of the Thacker's hands, and it's a free kick against Mitch Piggin for a foul on Thacker. Both men going for the ball. Piggin making contact with Ryan Thacker as he got his head on the ball and knocked it away from the hands of Thacker. It was bouncing towards the goal line, but there was a defender in the way, so it wouldn't have crossed. Let's try and get you some I'll say half-time score. We're only halfway through the first half. Let's get you some latest scores, shall I say, from around the grounds. Thursday, an update on the Formula 1 qualifying. Qualifying did start at 1 o'clock UK time, but there have been a number of rain delays. And I don't think qualifying has actually got underway yet. It's been delayed by over 2 hours. And I can tell you there has been another delay. So qualifying has actually been delayed for 2.5 hours in Monza in Italy due to heavy rain. They are still trying to get the session underway. But as it stands, it's not looking good for the Formula 1 fraternity in Italy. In terms of the football, it's looking a lot better. There are a number of matches going, although it's not exactly a full fixture list due to the international break. England, of course, did beat Malta 4-0 last night. Harry Kane scoring his first 2 goals of the league season. He doesn't score in August, but as soon as September comes around, you try and stop him. But in the EFL, let's try and get you some score updates now if we can. So starting in League 1, 1 full-time score to bring you. Bradford City 3, Bristol Rovers 1. Of course, ex-United centre Lewis Eisen signed for Bristol Rovers this summer. Hasn't played yet for the first team. He's in their under-23 squad. Not many goals in any of the games, to be honest with you. Oxford lead MK Dons 1-0. Charlton 2-0 up away at Oldham. And Walsall leading Plymouth 1-0. Apart from that, it's all 0-0 at the moment in League 1. Of course, in the League 2 match, Coventry City and Chesterfield, that's still 0-0 at the Priork Stadium. The Sky Blues looking to end a run of 2 successive defeats in the league. So in League 2, it's Cambridge 0, Colchester 0, Carlisle 1, Mansfield 0, Crawley beating Yeovil 1-0, and Barnet 2-0 up at Swindon, Wickham 2-0 up against Forest Green. Apart from that, it's all 0-0 scorelines. And there is going to be a change for Quorn. And coming on is Matt Dawson. He replaces Cosmas Matwaza. So the change has been made as Cosmas Matwaza taken off and replaced by Matt Dawson after an injury, a short stoppage in play, and we are underway once again after 25 minutes. Woodward dodges out of play for a Coventry United throw off the leg of Gould. Quorn with a 5-3-2 today. Free kick Coventry United, but they're going to play on with Mitch Piggin going towards the goal. It's Piggin! He takes it all the way to the goal line and taps it in. Thacker came forward, didn't get onto it, and Mitch Piggin finds the net. Tapping the fun sing, tapping. That's exactly what he does best. Coventry United lead by 1-0. Tapping, Mitch Piggin with the goal. And bad news for Coventry United in the wake of that goal as Chris Cox is now down injured. It seems to be his right leg that's bothering him, his right ankle, I think. He's taking his boot off. So the foot ankle area on the right hand side of Chris Cox seeming to cause him some discomfort just after Coventry United's first goal. United now lead Quorn by 1-0. Thanks to that goal from tap-in Mitch Piggin. It certainly wasn't a tap-in, I've got to say. It was a fantastic run to take the ball all the way up to the goal line. He managed to get it past the goalkeeper, Ryan Thacker, to make sure that United do lead this game by 1-0. The play's about to be restarted, I believe, as the referee has asked Chris Cox to step up the field for a moment after he received a bit of treatment. So Cox makes his way off the pitch for now. He'll receive some treatment for that injury to his ankle. Bit of the old magic spray. So United now down to 10 men for the time being. As Quorn makes some progress down the right hand side with Nathan Dale quickly blocked off by Lewis Hudson. Coleman blasts it clear out of play for a Quorn throw on that left hand side, and Cox will come back onto the field now for Coventry United. Throw-in taken. Alcott. Ball line looking for Nazza and Jamie Coleman able to nod it out of play for Coventry United. Another throw taken quickly. Alcott. Mather. Dodds to his left, finds Dodds. Plenty of space as they make their way into United territory. Dodds, he's got Gould out wide, finds Gould. And they run down the left hand side by Brennan. Brennan picks it up, stabs it into the area. Struck towards goal by Dawson over the crossbar. Well, anyone who's seen the older John Smith's advert featuring none other than Peter Kay, well, it was that sort of shot. It was an Avid moment. It does remain 1-0 to Coventry United. Well, something seems to have riled up the Coventry United faithful in front of us. I can't think what it would be. But we're focusing on the action on the green stuff as Cox wins it back in the air, but that powerful header of his doesn't do him justice. It takes him out of play for a corner from the halfway line. Here's Dodds, fires it up line. Nazza flicks it onto Gould, back to Nazza. Closed down by Cox, challenge made, but Nazza able to get his foot in there and take it out of play for a Coventry United throw, stopping the potential counter attack from Lewis Rankin. Woodward. Up line, flicked on by Piggin. Here's Reid. Handball claims ignored by the referee. Piggin switches to the left-hand side, and Hudson's got a job to pick up that one. He does just about on that left-hand side. Hudson. Good challenge made by Rob Malonga. Brings it back to Quorn. Alcott stumbles and has to keep the ball away from Josh O'Grady. Long ball up line. Out of play for a Coventry United throw. With 15 minutes to go until half-time. We'll be taking a quick break at half-time here on CUTV. Not because we've got to swap over a laptop battery or anything, just because, well, basically you don't want to hear me whittering on for 15 minutes straight, do you? When there's nothing going on the pitch. So we will take a 5-minute break at half-time. Morris fires it away. It's not been an entirely convincing start for Coventry United. They do lead, but it's not been anything compared to the display we saw against Worcester. Musa Sprints away from his own box with the ball. Lewis Hudson plays it back into the area for Rich Morris. He's got a job to keep that one in. He fires it away. It will be picked up on the byline by Josh O'Grady. Header only finds Olcott. Down to Thompson. Easily cut out by Lewis Rankins. He enters the centre circle, puts it through for Mitch Piggin. 1-on-1 with the keeper. It's Mitch Piggin reading support. Piggin couldn't take the shot. Piggin just couldn't pull the trigger, and as soon as he was about to pull the trigger, the Quorn defender slid in. I believe it was Niall Mather, and he seems to have injured Piggin in the process. Reed was waiting for it in a more central position. A wasted opportunity for United. They do have the corner, but it could so easily and should really have been a second goal. Let's just hope that a wasted opportunity doesn't cost United in the late stage of the first half or in the second half. There is a short stoppage as Piggin is in some discomfort. United do have a striking option on the bench in Aaron Opoku, who did score in his debut against Westfields last Saturday. There's no sign of him. Oh yeah, there he is. He's warming up down the touchline now, so he is ready. If United do need to make a change, we hope for the United sake they don't, because Piggin has been in glittering form for the red and green so far this season. So they would ideally like to keep him on the pitch. He's still on the ground. So don't forget, if you are enjoying today's coverage on YouTube, hit the like button. Let us know that you are enjoying it. Leave a comment below with any feedback you've got. Subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive football content. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter at CovUnitedTV for updates from the club and the show. And also, United have unveiled their brand new website. It's currently using the old Coventry United LFC.co.uk domain, but that will change. It will be CoventryUnited.co.uk in a couple of weeks. But the website is now online. Piggin is still off the pitch. The ball's played into the area. The defence ducked, allowing Cox to try and get onto it, but it's eventually cleared. Reed in for Cox. Sure, it's got to be two, and he's missed it from close range. Chris Cox with a brilliant opportunity to make it 2-0. He put his legs through, but a little bit too much, I think. And Cox coming over to the touchline to, I think he's changing his boots. Indeed he is. Well, Piggin is still receiving treatment from the Coventry United physio behind the goal. And that's it. The referee, the physio has signalled that Piggin can't continue, and Aaron Opoku will indeed come on. So that's heartbreaking for Mitch Piggin, scoring the first goal. Could have taken the shot and got the second. And if he had have taken that shot a little bit earlier, Mayer wouldn't have had a chance to make the tackle and injure Piggin. So really, if he had have taken the shot first time, or at least a little bit quicker than he did, he probably wouldn't have been injured. But it's not good news for Coventry United. Top scorer Mitch Piggin is taken off through injury. And Aaron Opoku comes on for his third substitute appearance for Coventry United. Yet to start a match for the Red and Greens. But with Piggin now injured and a match to come on Tuesday, you would assume that Opoku would probably be starting against Roster midweek. But Opoku makes an appearance for Coventry United, and he will link up with Craig Reed up front for the Red and Greens. United will, you'd assume, retain their 4-4-2 formation with Reed and Opoku up front. The game is back underway, around 10 minutes of normal time remaining, but with the injuries that we've had with Chris Cox and Mitch Piggin, and also a short stoppage for a Quorn player being down, there's probably going to be about 3 or 4 minutes of added time. Mayo plays a dangerous ball back to Thacker. He volleys it clear, and it's a pretty good clearance. I've got to say, it's come to gold. Fair play to Thacker. That was a pretty good ball under a lot of pressure. Olcott, ball down the right hand side, looking for Malonga, it won't reach him. And it'll drift out of play for a Coventry United throw-in, about level with their penalty area. Score at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 1, Quorn 0. Mitch Piggin with the goal, but Piggin taken off injured just a few minutes ago as Lewis Hudson is tripped. And it'll be a free kick to Coventry United. But don't think that this game is over yet. Quorn may not be extremely successful this season, but they've scored more goals than anyone else in the bottom half of the table with 8 goals in 5 league matches. And they have also got their top scorer, James Hicks, who has scored 5 times in 7 matches in all competitions. They've got him on the bench. Ball into the area for Nazar. Can he get the shot away? Holds it up. Nazar lays it off. Dawson. Good challenge made by Gift Musa. Back into the area. Coleman only as far as Dawson. Can he get the shot away towards the right hand side for Nazar? Malonga. Still trying to get the ball into the area towards the far post. Hale across the face of goal. And the referee's assistant raises the flag on that far side, bringing an end to the move as Mitch Piggin is helped back to the Coventry United dugout. He scored the opening goal for the Red and Greens, but then went off injured. As Rich Morris takes the goal kick, as Nathan Thompson couldn't keep the ball in. Sorry, Callum Thompson, I should say. It's Nathan Dale and Callum Thompson getting their names muddled up a little bit. Here's Jake Dodds on the back line for Quorn with a ball towards Nazar. Couldn't be controlled by the Quorn frontman. And United regained the ball. Lewis Hudson now on the left-hand side for Coventry United, looking to make some progress. Plenty of space to use. He's got O'Grady and Opoku forward. Finds Aaron Opoku. Quickly dispatched to Josh O'Grady. Now Opoku on that left flank. Hudson down line if he needs him. Here is Lewis Hudson. O'Grady in support. Finds O'Grady. Hudson again. Reed in the area, ball into the area. Neva can only find Opoku. Aaron Opoku lays it off. It's Craig Reed back to goal. Tripped. Can't keep the ball despite his best efforts on the ground. And that ball will not cause any danger for Quorn for a while, as it's fired away by Callum Thompson straight into the path of Rich Morris in the Coventry United goal. Quickly dispatched to Musa. It's come off the leg of Malonga for a Coventry United throw, taken quickly to Josh O'Grady. Hudson. O'Grady again. Opoku on the edge of the area, turns. Can he get the cross in? It's Aaron Opoku, tries to find Craig Reed, and Mavor, with a crucial block, sends it into the hands of Ryan Thacker. We're 5 minutes away from half-time here at the Butts Park Arena. There will be a fair share of added time due to a number of injuries that we've had during the first half. We will also be taking a short break during half-time. So we'll be going off air for around 5 minutes' time. Morris bounces the ball around his own penalty area, looking for an option. There it goes. Couldn't get his head to that, and Mavor has it now for Coventry United. Nathan Dale looks towards the right for an option, plays it back to Olcott, who gets it away towards Brennan up front. Coleman wins the header. Hudson. Central to Musa. Long ball forward for Josh O'Grady. Takes it around the Quorn defender. O'Grady's going all the way! And tipped around the post by Thacker. Well, O'Grady didn't need any support on that one. He was going all alone. And it was very nearly a spectacular second for the Red and Greens. It will be a corner now to Quorn. It's been a pretty even game, I've got to say. The form book would suggest that Coventry would dominate this fixture, but it's not happened. United don't look in top gear at the moment. They have still got another match on Tuesday to think about. Rankins ball into the air towards Jeff Woodward. Doesn't carry Cox. Can't divert it towards the goal. Reed. Musa! Flag raised. In fact, it was Opoku, so it was Opoku's shot at goal. And it was a fierce volley as well, straight into the roof of the net, but the linesman on this near side flags immediately. And that is A goal chalked off for Coventry United. It remains 1-0. A Poku strike will not count. And Coventry United fans not too happy. And now Quorn back on the attack. Nazar goes for the ball, which caught by Morris in the air. Woodward. Up line towards Rankin. It won't get there. Now forward by Dodds. Couldn't find Gould. And it will be a Coventry United throw just in front of us. Woodward to take the throw in. Several options forward for Coventry United, including a Poku and Rankin. Finds a Poku, good chest control, tries to flick it away from the Quorn defenders, and he's won a throw in for his efforts. Two Quorn men couldn't take the ball away, puts it out of the leg of Dodds. O'Grady, poor first touch. The United will win the ball back with Rankin, despite Gould having it for a few seconds. Woodward couldn't find a teammate, and now Quorn on the counter. Dale. Gould. Now Callum Thompson. Dodds. Gould. Quorn can't get out of this area. And United eventually wake up and smell the coffee and close them down, forcing Quorn to play a long ball forward, which is picked up into the defence. Woodward plays a long ball of his own, met in the air by a Poku. And it's gone over the head of Mather. It's Craig Reed on goal. Past the defender. Reed tried to lay it off, but Rankin at the far post, but he couldn't find him. And the move and the chance are gone. Just like that. Bit of indecision for Coventry United. Long ball to the right, looking for Brennan. Held off well by Lewis Hudson. O'Grady. Musa. Woodward's free on the right-hand side. Woodward's saying, play me through, play me through. And that's why Musa was a little bit sceptical about playing that ball. It's been kept in by Nazar. It was right on the line. The linesman said it's still in, and Nazar tries one on his own and caught well at the far post by Rich Morris. But United wouldn't have been happy if that ball found its way into the net. But it did look to me as if it was still in. Remember, the ball's got to be all the way over the line, and it wasn't. O'Grady, all his on the left-hand side. Hudson now making the overlapping run. Not the best of passes from O'Grady. Malonga able to make the challenge, but it does go out for a United throw, level with the penalty area as we approach the end of normal time. Apoku, O'Grady. Apoku's still with him. He lays it off to give Musa. Space on the right-hand side for Woodward. Jeff Woodward. Closed down by Gould. Woodward going all his own, looking for a second goal in a week. And that is not at all like the effort against Worcester. Well, Woodward's effort against Worcester City on Bank Holiday Monday found the top corner. That one was closer to the corner flag. So normal time is now up at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United with an unconvincing 1-0 lead against Quorn. It's been a very even match. United seem a little bit indecisive at the moment, not putting their pedal to the metal really. Long ball forward for Brennan, bit of a push there on Jamie Coleman. The referee said no foul. It's gone straight to the hands of Morris anyway, so no problem for Coventry United. There will be around 3 or 4 minutes of added time due to a number of injuries, including that of goal scorer Mitch Piggin, who has been taken off and been replaced by Aaron Apoku. There has also been a change for Matwasa, the Quorn winger, who was replaced by Matt Dawson early on. So 2 injury substitutions in the space of a few minutes in the first half of the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United with a throw, level with the penalty area, taken quickly with Aaron Apoku. O'Grady, charge down by Malonga and fired away by Olcott. Coleman keeps it alive for United inside Quorn's half. Now it's with Woodward, looks for an option in the air, tries to find Apoku, can't find anyone, but the referee brings the first half to an end. It's not been a clinical display from Coventry United at all. But so far, it's enough to lead Quorn by 1-0. Mitch Piggin taking the ball all the way up to the goal line and poking it past Ryan Thacker to make it 1-0. And just a few short minutes after that, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, real opportunity to score a second goal for Coventry United. Tappin was taken out and injured, later to be taken off and replaced by Aaron Opoku. You feel that United have certainly got a lot more to give in this match, but right now it's Coventry United 1, Quorn 0. We're going to take a short break now on CUTV for a quick cup of tea. We'll see you in 5 minutes as this exciting match continues.